1, 2, 7, 8.
Nine.
Nine is Gabe Bondluck. I don't
Oh
want
yeah,
to
yeah,
rip
yeah.
him off. So we'll be
Copyright,
like,
copyright.
we'll be a little bootleg, yeah.
Copyright.
Copyright, yeah. Anyways, welcome back to the Team Rocket podcast. My name is not James, it's Jesse.
And my name is not Jesse. It's James.
Nice. And we're back today on this lovely, oh my god, lovely Friday morning.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I acting like this is a news anchor, yo? Like I'm gonna say the weather, yo. Yeah,
What is
Friday
the weather?
morning.
What is the weather?
What
Let
is
me
the weather?
Let me say it. Say it, and then I'll tell you if you're right.
Okay. I didn't look at my watch. I actually didn't. I was about to, but when I opened the door
Yeah.
to like let you in, it was pretty sunny.
Okay.
I don't think there's gonna be
sunny?
any rain.
Okay.
Didn't look cloudy.
Right.
I'm gonna say.
So it's sunny.
Sunny.
Okay.
High of 27.
Okay.
Low of 10.
Currently
21. Can you do something for me? Hey! Oh, don't tell him, yo.
Well, it's a high of 20, low of 4.
Shit.
Currently 17.
Currently 17.
But you got the vibes, right?
I got the vibes right, yo.
The
Yo,
vibes,
wait,
right?
hold up. Did you say high of 20,
Mm-hmm.
low of 4, yo?
Yeah.
420?
Oh,
That's what I'm talking about, yo.
Should have brought some.
We
with
should
me.
have got the, you know? Oh, damn. And that's all on Team Rocket weather.
Mm-hmm.
All right, just joking. We're still here. Should we dive right into to our questions, yo?
What
The
questions?
questions? Well, earlier today, like probably an hour ago, I decided to search up some life questions from our old pal, ChatGPT. Sorry, Google. Sponsor us and maybe I'll use you to search up things. But yeah, just felt like talking about life today, so that's what I told ChatGPT, and I didn't tell James what the questions were. He wanted to go in. What's the saying? Go in blind.
Go in, show up naked.
Show up. Yep. Show up naked. Damn, does it not work? Oh,
What's that?
I added a new button.
Oh. What are these ones?
Oh, those are empty, yo. Just the ones with color, yo. Remember this one?
Oh.
Wait.
Hey, that's not as loud anymore.
No, that's not as bad.
Yeah, that's not that loud.
Oh. Interesting. Oh, wait, what if I...
How was that one?
English? Sir!
Oh.
Girl, I would get you the world.
Oh.
I gotta add more of me.
Yeah, dude. That's what the other three are gonna be.
Okay, no. We'll have like 2 more of me because these 3 are you. This one's like a combo. This combo
Okay, then
of
that
us,
means
yeah.
the 3 has to be you.
No. These two will be me, and then we'll have like a special one.
You should
Should
get a
we-
voice clip of Janjo.
Yo. I'm glad we thought about that at the same time, yo. Interesting. I like how this isn't that loud anymore. So we can talk shit about anyone we want to. And they won't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sick, yo. Oh, wait, can I control the volume through here? Wait, was that quiet?
It seemed the same. Turn it down.
Hold on. Let's go like a lot more quieter. That's
No, it's the same in our ear. But maybe it's not the same on the other end when you play it back.
When
I
you
don't
play
know.
it back, probably. Is it still recording on... Oh, yeah, it doesn't record... Wait. It's still kind of recording.
Yeah.
Oh. Shit.
Well, I mean, I guess it's recording the frequency of that.
Okay, but the waves still caught here. We'll see in pre-post in 2 weeks. So, anyways, yes, back to so we sidetracked a little hard there, but I searched up life questions. I didn't tell James any of them, and we're gonna go in naked. He's gonna go in naked. I have like a Speedo on or something, whatever. Anyways, that's YouTube. All right. Let me give these a quick read real quick. So in the meantime, shit, I should have like a background music thing, whatever. Let's see. There's one we talk about a lot. Holy shit! I'll cut out this pause. It'll look like I looked over,
Mm-hmm.
and then it'll be like I look back really quick, like I read everything in like 10 seconds or
Okay,
like a
okay,
second.
okay.
So, I chose a number.
Mm-hmm.
I chose number 5.
Nice.
So, what are the ethical considerations surrounding technology and its impact on society? As technology advances rapidly, questions arise about privacy, surveillance, automation, and the ethical implications of various technological developments. Sorry, ChatGPT didn't say that. I did, but
Dang.
sorry. Do you need me to read that again? There's a lot of in there.
Read that first sentence.
Okay. What are the ethical considerations surrounding technology and its impact on society? So I guess like more specifically, like in terms of like an ethical view, there's stuff about privacy, surveillance, automation. I'm just reading the last part of the question.
Yeah. So what are some things that we have to be worried about? What impacts does it have on us as a society?
Basically, like what the cost is of this new technology that's coming out.
Well, I guess even like for like a basic thing would be a basic concern would probably be something like jobs, because you see people getting prompting AI to make art, to make music, to write stories, or like essays or reviews, right?
To edit whole like podcasts.
Yeah.
Straight up, like people have been sending me like, hey, you could, like, I know you don't have an editor, so just use this app that AI usually just plug it in. I'm just like, holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, so that already, like, you already cut out the need for an editor.
Mm-hmm.
That's someone's job, basically.
Yeah. And like I could see why like it would be like beneficial but also negative. Like negative in the sense that like obviously you're taking away opportunities for some people, and like who controls, like who is operating the AI, and like who has the say of when the AI gets to operate or not, right? In certain job situations. I don't know. That could be problematic, especially if like imagine you're trying to compete for a position and you're competing against a list of other people, and then you all lose out to AI because AI does it more efficiently, and
Absolutely.
Yeah.
More efficiently.
you don't necessarily have to pay it if you bought the software or whatever,
No.
or if you have internet. I don't know.
AI is also, just objective. You don't have to treat it the same as like a regular human being. Like say like, 40-hour work weeks. AI doesn't give a shit.
Right.
You can pull up AI at 11 p.m. at night if you need to.
Right.
So, like,
I don't know if this is true or not. I didn't bother with fact checking on it, but it looked pretty legit compared because of like the way that it was recorded. But there was this TikTok of this guy, and he was like recording his he like screen recorded his phone, and you know how Snapchat has the new AI, right?
Yeah.
This guy like screen recorded like screen recorded and screenshotted like parts of his conversation with AI,
Yeah.
and like he asked it personal questions of like how does it see itself, like its self value,
Oh.
like, and like its feelings. And then like initially it was like, oh, I don't necessarily have a position on that or whatever. And then the guy steered the conversation towards like, oh, can you write me a song of what it's like to be an AI to help us understand you?
Yeah.
And it kind of like gave like, it wrote like a whole song, like verse 1, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge.
Shit.
Yeah. And then like it like kind of like delved into like how it doesn't see itself like having a necessary doesn't see itself as necessarily having a purpose, and like how it can be kind of like lonely or whatever. And then like after like the snap, because Snapchat like clears some, depending on your thing, it clears, right,
Clears it,
after
yeah.
24 hours. And then like it asked it the same question. It was like, oh, do you remember a conversation from the other day? And then it was like, oh, I don't recall. But then when you first like it recalls all of your conversation. So it's just interesting for it to
weird.
be like, oh, I don't recall what you're talking about.
Huh.
It's like, and then the guy in the TikTok duetted the caption in the TikTok. He was like, "Did I break Snapchat as AI? Is it trying to tell us something?" And it's self-corrected.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Isn't there a spooky one?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Interesting,
What
right?
the heck?
So like that's like, it's like that kind of fear of like always that sci-fi trope of robots or AI gaining consciousness
Yeah.
and like independence, and then therefore having that sense of power or control over that, like the Ultron.
I was gonna say
Right.
Ultron.
So I guess in that sense, even like, because I just thought of that because you were saying that like we don't have to care for AI in the same way that we do for humans.
Yeah.
Even though a lot of employers around the world could give two shits about their human employees, right? But I'm just saying, like, in that instance, like when we don't have to care for AI in the same way, or necessarily think about their needs, its needs. It's just interesting to think that. That is something that we have to consider going forward, like
caring about.
caring about like what as the technology grows, to know who knows how far advanced it can get.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because like AI is basically based off intelligence, which comes from us. So like, what's to say it can't like match like our intelligence?
Yeah, no, like it can for sure match. I guess like maybe like what happens when we don't put like certain built-in parameters on it,
built-in like fail safes and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. Like what happens when we give it full reign of like its own thinking, right, or its own growth?
Yeah.
Does it look like an Ultron? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. See, I could like, I feel like that's a very real thing because people are greedy. So what would happen is that someone has, like, there's no way that there's only one single AI. There's like different groups of people or different people developing competing AIs to have like the one that will do the best, do the most. And to do the most, obviously, like, the less fail safes, the less obstacles in the way, the more it could technically do. So it's just like, it's almost like what you were saying, like what happens if someone gives it free reign.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a very real possibility because it's just like I want the most powerful AI, so
Yeah.
people use mine the most.
Yeah.
What is that going to take? Oh, what if I just take this safety off so we can
Mhm.
do this? But oh god, that's
Yeah.
that's
And,
scary, man.
Yeah.
Because like AI is not regulated by anything, is it? Like or like there's no like. So I'm assuming it's fairly new. So there's no like AI like AI has to have. I could be wrong. I've done no research on this, but it's just like AI has to have this, and this parameters or fail safes for it to be like even usable or let into like the World Wide Web. Like
Mm-hmm.
shit.
Yeah.
That's literally Ultron.
Mm-hmm.
That means they're gonna have to call Captain America. Yeah. Put the clip in there. Oh wait. Yeah, Captain America. I called you Captain America. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
From episode 3 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to save the day.
And you're Spider-Man.
Am I Spider-Man? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I don't. It's not working.
Just gotta do that on the AI.
Yeah. No, I'll be on the internet. Yeah, on the internet. I'll edit it in. Yeah.
Then we both when they call for the Avengers, we're hopping in like this. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
It's supposed to
Oh fuck.
That works too. Though.
That works too. Yeah, that works. Yeah. Oh my god.
Then you call the Avengers, and then we show up.
It's just us two, yeah. If we're really humanity's last line of defense here, I think you'd better run.
We're already fucked, yo.
They were fucked already, yo. There's no going back, yo. Oh man.
Yeah, no, I think. Yeah, I mean, like, AI is also beneficial. I think.
For sure.
I think it's too new for us to like really know. How
far its effect
how
has.
it can because like
Yeah.
obviously we're not like educated, we're not like computer engineers or software
Absolutely.
engineers or whatever.
Mm.
But like I think that whole idea, the concept of us being able to create something that works, that can think like us but at a more efficient rate,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's cool. And like with like unlimited memory and ability to recall without like the human factors that make us faulty.
Yeah.
But then at the same time like because it doesn't have those human factors, it still lacks a sense of humanity. Because it is all still grabbing from like a specific database, right?
Yeah. And it's exactly. It's like it's limited to. I don't want to say limited, but obviously it has access to objective, like just like facts.
Mm-hmm.
That was like Ultron's problem in Avengers 2. He was just like, "Oh, the world is going to shit. What's gonna fix it? If everyone dies, then there's no problems." Which technically is right, but like
Mhm.
that wasn't the whole point, you know. I don't know. It was weird. I don't think I said that properly, but again, it was like AI is very objective because there's no feelings, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it can't be subjective.
Yeah.
So there's always that to consider, I guess, with AI.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it is technology is getting pretty crazy though.
Yeah. Insane. That's can do everything, anything.
In terms of like privacy though, I think like maybe I know this is kind of like going out of like the realm of like AI, but like when you think of like people like worried about like 5G or like the chips like tracking in our
Tracking
phones
chips,
or
yeah.
whatever, like in my mind I'm like, dude, we already are regulated by the government to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Like we we opt into that
Mm-hmm.
by choosing to live in this country and vote for the people we vote for. Sure, some things might be skewed or be a little bit out of our control, but then in terms of like the whole tracking and privacy thing, I'm like,
Like,
dude, I don't. Who gives a fuck if the government knows where I am? You know.
yeah. Like, it's just like, yeah, we opted into that, and it's just like, I feel like a certain amount of our privacy, we inadvertently or like indirectly give up for security, because what's it called? Like for governments to have access to like all of that, because they do like threat assessments on like online or whatever, or like I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like, or we just act, I don't know, this, I guess this is more so towards like the sense of freedom, where like no one's telling you what to do or has access to whatever you are or you have. Like, we kind of give part of that up to live in a society like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're regulated by like the government, the police, which is a government run institution for security. And like, again, like, it's literally on the same wavelength as like, why do you stop at a stop sign? You know, it's just like we opt in to follow these rules for a society that is regulated and like maintained and flowed, instead of living in like, you know, what would be like the Wild West, where anything goes, like the survival of the fittest, who like, I don't know, may the best man win or whatever. So I don't know, like the privacy thing is just like, yeah, we opt into it to have all these perks. Like, all these perks come at a cost. And that cost, part of it is some of our privacy. But you know what? I'm fine with it, yo. I'm not trying to live in like what's it called? In like a society where it's just like I have to fend for myself. I have to, like, you know, I don't have the police force I can rely on, or the hospital I can go to, or like the fire department if something happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I opt into all of that, yo, so I can have all these perks. And then yeah, that's like, on the other side of it, that obviously has a cost. Like, this shit doesn't come to us for free. Like, that's why we pay taxes. That's why we give up some of our privacy. That's why we create IDs for the government to have for them. Like, yeah, I opt into that. That's what it is. It's just like people are just looking at one side of the coin, type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's all connected. It's all the same coin, but you're only looking at one side of it, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah. Like, even though like companies that we're worried about that are like selling information about its users,
Mm.
like, I don't like, okay, no, so they know like different things that I like, right, to sell me stuff. Like, that's the point, right?
That is the point. Yeah.
And like in terms of like the government knowing my location specifically, I'm like, dang, okay, well, like I also share my location with like my sister and my cousin, right?
Yeah.
So like
Like, out of
like I'd like to think that like even if I went missing, they can track the location on my phone of where I've been or whatever, right?
yeah.
So they can get a head start over like, oh, where his phone last was, right?
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, no, exactly. Like, I'll opt into that, and it's just like, especially where we're at, the government. It's not like the government is controlling what we're allowed to think or do. Like, we still technically have freedom of choice, in a sense where, like, but like, again, that is regulated to, what's it called? Like, obviously you can't go out and murder someone,
Mm-hmm.
because that's against the law. So again, like, that's what the regulation is for. But you still have freedom of choice. Like, I can go to like Superstore if I wanted to, or I could go out to eat, or I could go watch a movie,
Mm-hmm.
or, you know, I don't have to work today.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not that. You when you go to work, you need to go to work, but you know what I mean, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't really think of like other than like job security, privacy. I can't really think of like implications as a society.
Well, you know what? There is one thing though that I kind of started thinking about, like everything like AI basically is super efficient and has so many capabilities, like the thing I told you about, like how it can edit like whole like videos, make short form content, long form content, stuff like that, and make a whole plan for you. So essentially it takes the so it basically does all the thinking for you, which is really good for someone who already knows what's happening. It just saves them time for something they already know how to do.
Mm-hmm.
But what scares me is that imagine, say, for a full generation, just relies on AI. Like, I've seen some articles about like, oh, like students using AI to like write papers or try to write papers or get away with, like, having AI do all the schoolwork for them,
Mm-hmm.
which is like cool. You save some time, save some effort, but it's just like imagine like a whole generation just relies on AI to do a lot of the thinking, a lot of the work for them. And then imagine if like AI gets taken away from us, then no one knows how to do anything,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you kind of, what's it called? I don't know. You kind of like don't actually learn how to do things. You just know how to like plug it in, let the work. You don't know how to actually solve the problem because that's been solving the problem for you. So it kind of takes away like almost a certain amount of like independence of like thinking for yourself, where AI
Mm-hmm.
does the thinking for you.
Right.
Like I feel like that's another way AI could take over, because
Yeah.
just like AI does all the work for you for this amount of time, like for a whole generation, and the generation after that follows, and then at some point AI is just gonna be the the brain for everyone, because
Mm-hmm.
everyone just goes, oh, let's ask AI. I don't need to solve it for myself because we have AI.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to do any of the thinking. You just do the doing. AI is the brain, and for after a long period of time, and if that becomes like the standard, I'm going into like a rabbit hole. By the way, I'm not crazy, but like, um, you go long enough, people just rely on AI, can't think for themselves. Then AI becomes the brain, and people just do things, and then whatever AI is spitting out, like no one's gonna question it because no one knows how to think for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like maybe an ethical thing too, but then that's not something that should limit AI. That's just something that we have to hold as humans accountable for ourselves, to
Mm-hmm.
make sure we actually still know how to problem solve, how to like break things down ourselves. Like AI should be something that should be used to, um, again, like be more efficient for us, but like
Mm-hmm.
the source of this information still like we should still be the brains basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the like Iron Man. There's a lot of Marvel comparisons here. So like we should be Tony Stark, not AI.
Mm-hmm.
Like AI should just be the suit of armor that like um accentuates our abilities. Like makes us
Mm-hmm.
more than humans, and makes us, better than just a regular human.
Mm-hmm.
But we should still be the human. We should still be the brain.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like what we should, but only humans can hold ourselves accountable to. Like AI can, you know, do whatever. We can't blame AI for anything because we made that too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. That's I guess another ethical thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that because like also like even when you think about AI in the future being what we rely more and more on, like what um like who is which company is monopolizing that AI, right? That's like being widely used, and like what kind of information, what kind of data is it including or not including? What kind of like parameters or like what kind of narrative is it trying to write in terms of like the information that it has at its disposal? If it's not unrestricted, right?
Yeah.
It's like you could easily, I mean, I'm not saying easy, I'm not an engineer, but I'm just saying like I'm assuming that as someone who is running the program and controls what kind of information AI takes from, you could easily exclude important historical ideas or like radical or like different ideas or ideologies or philosophies or mindsets that don't necessarily agree to the person who owns the software, right? So and that can also be dangerous without like a transparent source of knowledge that it has at its disposal. Like what kind of prejudices does it have built in already?
Yeah, based on like who put it together. Yeah.
Whether it's like political or ethical or whatever.
Yeah.
Or just preferences, right? So like that can be dangerous, but like at the same time, like with the risk of like what you were saying, like the risk of it being what is solely depended on by like society. At the same time, it's like yeah, AI should be like as it grows and develops, it should be something that complements us and allows us to work smarter and not harder. But at the same time, it's like if systems that we have in place, like education, if that like you were saying, like the example of like it taking away from like the students' experiences, like going forward, I think, I think like the education system is still struggling, but I think it's taking a shift compared to like when I was in high school in terms of like what they're trying to, the learning styles are evolving, and like what they're teaching kids now is like evolving in like in what I believe to be a positive light. Like it's a lot less of like memorize this, memorize that,
it's
write that out.
Understanding.
It's more of understanding different concepts and not so much about the number. Because like in a way, like when you were saying that like we were like in the future where kids grow up just relying on getting the answer through AI.
Yeah.
Then like I kind of like harken back to like my days in school of like it was almost kind of the same way.
Yeah.
In terms of like, oh, I'm just trying to figure out, instead of AI, just figure out what the syllabus is saying. Like, oh, what do you want me to say? And I'll just figure out how to get to that.
Yeah, regardless of the path you take.
Yeah, regardless of the path we take.
Yeah.
And like how much of that, those like that, all of that shit I learned from like, other than like basic English and basic math sciences.
Yeah.
Outside of that, like especially going from like middle school to high school, how much of that shit actually like sticks, right? And how much of that ended up becoming for you guys like just, oh, what do they want me to say? What do they want me to answer? And how do I get to that? Like, I feel like it would just end up being like, unless education takes a turn for the better because of technology evolving, then I think it's just going to be like a similar problem that we've already had before. It'll just look different.
It'll just look different. Yeah.
Because like even like growing up, like for us, like we didn't have calculators, right? It was like, oh, you have to be able to do this mentally, math, right? Because you're not going to have the calculator all the time. And we have the calculator all the time. So then that shit was for nothing, yo.
Yeah. That's true. It's just like it matters more to like actually understand like the whole reason why, basically. Like how to understand the actual concept than just to be so hyper focused on the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So like in that case, like, and like from what I've been hearing from like mutual friends who like are teachers,
Yeah.
or like my cousins who are in school right now, like especially in high school. It's like interesting to hear how from a faculty perspective and from a student perspective, how now school is not necessarily easier, but less stressful, in the sense that like it's not so much your like future in school going forward isn't banking so much on the numbers and the answers that you fill out on a stupid paper. Like even kids like in lower grades now, I don't know if it's like widespread or not, or if it's like just experimental,
Yeah.
but like there's not even like tests or anything like that. Like there's like, oh, you have to like by the end of a unit, there's like goals that the teachers will set in place,
Yeah.
and then like try and get the kids to understand and come to like a whole understanding of those subjects,
Okay.
and not necessarily focusing on like, oh, you were two numbers away, two percentages away on this test from passing the class. So no.
So you're not smart, basically.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like instead of like banking so much on like the numbers or whatever the fuck the syllabus is saying.
Yeah, it's just like focusing on like, did
Do you
Do
get
they get
the
the
concept?
concept?
Do you get the
Yeah.
concept? Are you learning something? How is this applicable to your life? Like,
Oh,
I think if
shit.
they like continuously, especially as kids are growing up, learn to like be understanding, compassionate, open-minded,
Yeah.
be able to like solve problems, like research, do like think for themselves.
Yeah, and not just be focused on the end result. Oh shit, that's really awesome actually, because it's just like, yeah, like fucking my last half of like whatever school experience I had, it was just like, how was I gonna get the 90? How was I gonna get the A plus?
Exactly.
And it's just like, there was not just one way to get it, because I feel like they had that in place because it's just like, oh, the only way to get the A plus is if you study and understand the concept. No, I could also just cheat.
Yeah.
I could also just, like,
That's how I passed exams.
same.
In a lot of them, like literally, like I was friends with some like smarter people in class, and then for one of our final exams in like grade 12, my friend knew I was struggling, and then I was like kind of like once I kind of stretched, and then like he kind of knew, so then like he was already done, so
Yeah.
then like he like slid the paper a little bit and then like moved his elbow away so that I could see, and I'd be like this, like scratching my head down and then looking down, filling the shit out.
Yeah.
And I passed because of shit like that, yo.
Straight up, yo. I did the same thing for one of my friends in a chemistry class. I'm not gonna say which grade, what school, or university. It was just like, yeah, we were doing a test. The teacher was a klutz, so made it really easy. But straight up, I just slid the paper over because we had the barricades, right?
Mhm.
Where they put up barricades. So I just like, I was kind of just like leaning to, and I slid it over under my arm and just went like this, as if I was just like covering the paper when because I was done already, and then he just slid it, like got the answers, slid it back. I was just like, all right, sweet. Both passed. It was great.
Mm.
Yeah, good shit.
See, the difference is that like I'm the one who needed help. He was the one giving help.
Okay, no, but I'm just saying, like, it was just, that wasn't the point. It was just
Right.
like, okay, there's more than one. If you're so hyper focused on the grade,
Mhm.
it doesn't matter if you got the concept or not.
Mhm.
It just matters if you got the grade.
Mhm.
And then,
Unless you're like best of both worlds and you get the grade and the concept.
I didn't. Okay, yeah. Okay, you know what? That class I did really well, but that's because it was super easy. Okay, but you would have done so well in that class too. I'm not going to tell you which grade it was or what course in university,
Uh-huh.
but I know you would have done well. I'm not going to expose myself.
Uh-huh.
But back to the point, yeah. Like, again, like you're so hyper focused on the grade, and I feel like imagine that entire school life. You've been so like that was always the focus, like A plus, 100%, 100%, 100%, like the end goal, like at the very end of that course or class, and like everything before that and in between doesn't like mean anything. So imagine in life you're just like, oh, I'm gonna have a family, and then you're so hyper focused on like, oh, when my kids grow up, they're gonna just pay for my shit. When when you're just like, oh, I'm gonna work so I can retire and have money and not work.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like fucking 40 years of your life, like that you could throw, like you basically throw away, because all you give a shit about is at right at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like like that's how much you miss. You're basically throwing that away.
Mm-hmm.
So, damn, I'm really glad that it's more concept based than like end goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least in like that was like in like I even started like thinking about like it wasn't necessarily shifting that quickly
Mm-hmm.
like when I graduated, but I noticed like the year after, even like the percentages of how much things weighed were shifting.
Yeah.
Like say like my high school provincial exams were all worth 50% of my overall grade.
That's
So
crazy.
like everything throughout the year only compiled to 50% of your grade. And then the final and then
matter.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like what the fuck? Like I can fail a project, I can fail a quiz, a couple quizzes, and it won't really matter. But then if you fail the provincial exam, you're fucked.
Yeah. I know someone who basically doesn't go to class and they have like a fucking 98 in this class.
Dude, that's crazy.
That's
Like me in applied math in high school, I was going into the exam just below 50 because I was slacking hard, and then my teacher, God bless her soul, Miss Lintan, she was like, okay, you have to get 60 or 70 on the provincial in order for you to graduate. I was like, fuck. okay.
James.
But like it was like that semester, like I ended up graduating obviously, but then like the reason why that semester was so dangerous was because like I literally had half days every day. I had like three classes in the morning and then the rest of the day off. So like after lunch, I'd just go and I'd play basketball all day, the rest of the day. And then I'd go home. I'd go back to my dorm. I'd get supper, come back home. I'm like, come back to my dorm. I'm like, oh shit, I still have homework. Fuck it.
Yeah, dude,
And then I'd copy my friend's homework in the morning in the morning class.
and you pass the
Yeah.
assignment. See again.
That's the assignment.
Oh my god. But
It's just crazy that like to think that even something like as like no, I wouldn't say small because like it was a big deal at those during that time. But like even the provincial exam, the weight of it moved from 50 to 30% the next year from my
nice.
friend who was like in grade 11.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dang, that's interesting. And then like now like it's the weight of the numbers are meaning less and less, and moving towards like those kind of like teaching structures, which I think is
Yeah.
more useful.
You know what? They don't even have provincials for English and something else now.
Mm.
Yeah. Like I know someone who is just graduating high school, I think. And they were like, yeah, no, there's no provincial. And I was like, excuse me? And they're asking me about mine. I was just like, yeah, I thought like sit in a room for like 3.5 hours, like writing a full essay right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, yeah, goddamn, dude. Like,
It's crazy.
yeah, I think all they have to do is like kind of like do a presentation. I think it's called like an exhibition or something, and then you just kind of like, basically in the presentation, I think the goal is kind of like to express like, to kind of like present like a certain subject or topic, and then like the things that you learned in the class. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I know there's no provincial, but I forgot how they assessed.
Mm.
But it wasn't like a one day thing. I think it was like spread over a week or something.
Mm-hmm.
I have bad memories, so don't take. All I know, no more provincial though, which is like a crazy big step considering, like, for us, it was just like, yeah, provincials for everything,
Yeah.
or like big final exams for everything, all at least minimum like 30-40%. Then that's not even university ever. It's just like fucking I've heard like fucking final exams are like 50%, 60%. Like, bro, fuck you, man. Like, imagine, like, because like you're never like, we're humans. You're never consistent ever. Like, you're never like flatlining. Like, some days you're really good, some days you're really bad. Like, imagine the final exam lands on a bad day.
Yeah.
That's not really your fault.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just like you're fucked.
Yeah, that's why even like that concept itself is like, it's so crazy that we like try to sum up our mental capacity or our value on paper and take that off of like a couple hours compared to like a whole school year of like days you might have been doing really well, days you might have been doing not so well. And like for you to like to just be like what's that? What's the word I'm thinking of? To be confined by just a single exam is crazy.
Yeah, on a day that, like, who knows if you're gonna have a good or bad day, right?
And like for me, it makes sense that like that the educational system is like moving in that direction, or hopefully continues to move in that direction. If hopefully teachers get paid more, continue to get paid more, which they deserve. But like school like elementary school, middle school, high school, university are all stressful enough on like a social level, and emotional level. And I think like for us to like learn like social skills and like interrelational skills is so much more like useful for kids growing up and developing into young adults than just knowing a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Like, what the fuck? In my opinion. I mean, like, and I think a lot of people agree with that being more useful, because like you see like all the different types of like intelligences that people are categorized by, and like numbers on a paper or letters on a paper don't necessarily sum up the entire value that someone has. Right. No. It just sucks because like it's so deteriorating to like for you to be like, oh, I'm good at like this sport and I really like this subject, but then because I did bad on this subject, it makes me feel bad about like what I'm capable of
as a whole. And then I saw this like visual analogy of that. It was like there's like a line of like different animals, like a rhino, cheetah, giraffe, hippo, fish, dog, and then in front of them it was just like, okay, so we're gonna see how fast you can swim, and then depending on that you'll get your grade, and that's how much you're worth. And it's just like, no one's gonna swim as fast. Like, the fish is gonna do great, but like, that giraffe, I don't know if they can swim, but that giraffe though, they're not great swimmers, man.
I think giraffes can swim.
Shit.
They probably can swim faster than me.
Okay, that's true. Faster than me. I don't know how to swim, but
like they do this thing, like a doggy paddle, but then like in the water.
Yeah.
And like imagine that, like, you know how when you doggy paddle to tread water, and you have to like have you ever tried to see like lifeguards have to do that like for a certain amount of time to exercise stamina and like their strength, the cardiovascular strength. Like if you can keep your head over your shoulders above water for like 5 minutes or something, then you have like the cardio to be able to like save someone and like dive deep down, right? So I'm like thinking like even I can't do that for like maybe 10 seconds, yo. Yes. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, you're just like, oh yeah.
But I'm thinking, but like, imagine a giraffe. Look how much neck that is, yo. They could be doggy paddling and their feet are already on the ground or on the bottom of the pool.
Just galloping.
And they're just galloping on the bottom of the pool.
Oh my god. What was I talking about? Oh, But yeah, like in that thing, it's like you can't just like judge people and their value by just the grade that they get on a standardized way of like like standardized like scale,
Yeah.
basically. Like, yeah, some people are gonna do great, but other people, it's just like, what's it called? I don't know. Like, I have no problem with like, yeah, let's see how well you can do at this thing, but that shouldn't go to show like as like how what your value is in general.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Maybe that's like something that's more for each person to like realize. Because I know like when I was doing well or not so well in school, I took that as general. Like, oh shit, like I'm not good at this, and then it just made me feel bad about myself. But in time, like I kind of learned it's just like, okay, where am I good at? Where am I not good at? And just like being okay with like, okay, that's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like making sure I didn't generalize my value off of like standardized things.
Yeah.
And like grouping everything together. But
Yeah.
I'm tangenting now, but
Yeah. No, like it makes sense because like even like in thinking back, like I had the most fun in classes where even if there was like a final exam or like it was a lot more like traditional in terms of like the way the class had to be run.
mm-hmm.
I definitely had the most fun in classes where the teacher made the concepts more fun and more understandable, and less about like the grades that you get in the class.
Oh, okay.
It's like my like grade 11 biology class was like super fun because of the teacher I had.
Yeah.
My grade 11 like drama class was super fun because like it was chilling. It was easy and it was just fun because you're literally just joking around, doing like skits or like group games.
Yeah.
Or like even something like PE. Like I had fun to some degree because there was like some tryhards in my class. I'm like, dude, what the fuck, dude? This is all just for fun, yo.
It's not the NBA, bro.
Yeah. Like the people would take that like a little bit too seriously and like would kind of like look down on people who were like underperforming. Whereas like I like to think that like me and a couple of my friends would just like have fun, and therefore like people who were like are on our average level, like we could all just like chill and have fun and not take it too seriously.
Exactly.
Whereas like classes like English or I don't know, math or physics were a lot, or chemistry were a lot more like this sucks because like one I wasn't interested in like the material, and like two it was a lot more about like, oh, you got to get this, this is a problem and this is the solution and you got to find the in between. And like if you don't, then like sorry.
Again, it was just like here's what you need to get there.
Yeah.
So again, like there's more than one way. There's other ways than understanding the concept to get to your destination.
Mm-hmm.
So that's tough, man.
Yeah. So
damn.
AI.
Oh shit! Yeah. How do we?
I don't even remember.
I don't even know how to loop it back. Yeah. But yeah,
so,
that's ethical.
How long have we been going for?
It's been like almost an hour, bro.
Can we do one more question, maybe?
I'm not gonna do this first one because it's kind of funny, not funny, but this is like we're gonna need another hour for this. But what is the purpose of life?
That's number one.
That's number one. That's crazy. But I like how ChatGPT kind of gives like a little bit of a description. It's like
played the rude sandstorm. That's then that's the purpose of life
The
in
what?
its entirety.
What did you say?
Play the song Darude Sandstorm.
The Rude Sandstorm?
That's all you need to know for the purpose of life.
Who's that by, yo?
Huh?
Who's it by?
It's by Darude. The song's called Sandstorm. You've heard
Oh.
it. You've heard it. Oh my god. That's embarrassing. Was there someone on like YouTube or something a long time ago was like, what is the meaning of life? And then like he went like this, and then
And
like,
then
this
that
song
played,
played.
yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
That's the meaning, guys. Okay, we just
Yeah,
answered
man.
another question right there. And fuck, but oh yeah, the rest of this says actually, many individuals seek to find meaning and purpose in their existence, pondering questions about the ultimate goals and significance of their lives.
That's the question, or that's the rest of
That's the rest of
One.
the question.
the
Yeah.
rest of number one.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a damn. Now I think I'm pondering, sorry. But yeah, that's I feel like that's a whole episode type question, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know the second one is I think you'll kind of
That's a little bit more of like a simplified answer.
sorry.
Is the answer that you're thinking about off rip is like a little bit more? Is it a shorter discussion?
For that first question?
No, for this next one you're about to say.
Maybe.
Okay.
How can we achieve work-life balance? I know you're gonna look at me like that, yeah. With increasing demands and expectations in the modern world, finding a healthy equilibrium between work, personal life, and well-being has become a vital question for many. I know I've been ripped on this podcast before about my work-life balance, but
How can we achieve work-life balance? I feel like we've definitely talked about it before.
100%.
But like I don't know, I think in a simpler way,
Yeah.
like one simple step that you can take towards finding work-life balance, or at least I've found to find that, or something that I've done to help myself find balance in my life, is putting up boundaries, like mentally, and like being
Yeah.
able to know, not being able to know when you're spreading yourself too thin, and like especially knowing when to say no to things,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's like in like a social setting or like in a work setting, like, oh, maybe say no to the next time someone wants to hang out, like for whatever reason. If you feel burnt out or if you want to be on your own, that's okay.
Yeah.
If they're real, they'll understand.
Yeah.
Saying no to that overtime that your boss offers you.
Mm-hmm.
You could use that time to rest or reset, or like just do something for yourself, right? It's
Yeah.
not selfish. It's self-care is a process, right?
Absolutely.
And I think a lot of people tend to look at things that you do in your spare time, like things that are self-care. A lot of people tend to have like too much of like a hustle mindset and
Mhm.
think that like, oh, that's just being lazy. But I
Yeah.
think that like, just like to flip that hustle mindset back on its head, I would say, even in terms of like working out,
Yeah.
if you were to work out every single day and not give yourself time to recover,
It's not gonna.
you're not gonna progress, right?
No.
And I think that like it's gonna have a negative effect because you're not allowing yourself to recover, and like you don't count recovery days as not being productive, right?
No,
That's part of the entire
still,
process
yeah,
of being
progress,
being productive, right? So then I think that like it's important that we don't shame ourselves in the things that we do to keep ourselves sane
yeah.
in this crazy capitalistic society we live in.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're like me and you just like sitting at home and like watching anime or watching YouTube or movies,
podcast on YouTube.
if you're watching Team Rocket podcast,
That's okay.
that's okay. If you like going out for a walk on your own, that's okay. If you like eating out at a restaurant with like a small group of friends or family, that's okay.
Like I feel like it's like the peak hustle mindset is just like you have to be full efficiency. Every moment has to be progress, and it's just like that walk is not like you're not wasting time. That's still like how I like to think of things now is just like that's still progress, just in like a different manner of my life. Like yes, I love to like make progress in my bank account or my portfolio, but it's just like I also want to make progress in my mental health, my social life, all this other stuff. So it's just like, what's it called? I don't ever want to look down on things that I see that have value to me in any aspect of my life. Socially, mentally, work related. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just very easy. Like I feel like just that muscle mindset.
That hustle mentality.
Mentality is just like, at least when I tried to kind of key into it, it was just like, oh, like this thing is so bad. Like, oh, it's taking away from me. Like, fucking, yeah. No, at least that's how I saw it. So it was super toxic because then I resent myself because of the things that I like doing for myself. But then I resented those things, so I resented me.
Mm-hmm.
So then imagine how much that tanks your mental health. Because then you're just putting yourself down, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like even just like labeling, like going through out your life, like looking through your life and be like, oh, this is what somebody on the internet told me is negative or not productive, then I have to cut that out, even though I really enjoy that. And like that sucks because like if you're gonna let just like some random Joe Schmo just tell you how to live your life and not being able to take what works for you, what doesn't work for you, if you're not able to like, again, it's a similar concept to the AI problem. If you're leaning entirely on someone or on an entity to run and think for you, then like you've lost the entire purpose of like that database being open to you, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're not able to decide for yourself and think through, oh, how does this fit in for my specific situation, and what do I disagree with, what do I agree with,
like what do I take from that?
yeah. Like if you're not able to go through those processes and just blindly accept everything that is being told to you, even if you think that it's like the truth or whatever, then
you might as well have just,
you're a clown, dude.
Yeah, there it is. You're a clown.
You're a clown. And we can all be clowns. That's okay.
Yeah.
But admitting to being a clown is also important.
Yes.
And growing from being a clown.
Awareness.
Yes, self-awareness.
Self-awareness.
We can all be clowns. I'm not saying that I've never been a clown.
Oh,
that runs in my DNA, dude.
Yeah, you know I be clowning every year, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Jesse once a year he can be a clown, yo.
It's actually tough, yeah. You literally get canceled at this rate, yeah. I think that like the last few years I've been canceled at least once in the year. But whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. Oh,
But
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
work-life balance.
I don't think we gave them like a definitive answer, but
Uh, what?
Be
Boundaries.
self-aware.
Be self-aware.
Boundaries.
Say no.
Because we said one thing and then we repeated the other. Sorry. No, I just found that funny. But
Yeah. What else helps with self-aware? I mean, work-life balance. That's
think
all. That's what I can think of.
you just I don't know, at least just, you know what, be honest with yourself. It's just like, you know what, like, yeah, do your work, but you remember, just like, when you know what's enough, and then if you are doing more, just make sure you know what, like, why it's, like, what it's for, why, and it's just like, are you okay with it, yes or no?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, because then, like, you know what, yeah, take the overtime if you want to make a little bit extra cash.
Yeah.
Have your reasons. Just don't blindly go into anything and like resent everyone else for it, even though you kind of like put yourself there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's when that shit gets toxic. But it's just like, you know what, make sure you're aware of like yourself in general, what you need, what you want, and then make that work to the best of your abilities, I guess. Yeah.
You better work. You know, you ever hear that TikTok sound?
It was like, what?
You better work. Let me know if you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna try and find it after we're done recording, but
You bet. Oh man. Hour 6, yeah. You know what? I think we have time for a movie trailer, yeah.
oh.
Yeah. There's another extraction one. Oh my god. Can we watch the Fast 10 trailer? This shit is so funny. I'm gonna minimize this because I want this on the big screen, yo. Kabam! This is so jokes.
Are you ready to try job shipping? Oh my god.
Ready to make the switch?
Oh my god.
Which one would be a good trailer to watch? Oh, this one's 4 minutes. The Fast Saga. Let's get it, yo. Final trailer. Shit.
Let's start back at the beginning, shall we? Los Angeles, 2001.
Brie Larson's so fire.
Local kids,
Right.
street racers who became hijackers.
That's Alan Richardson.
Graduated to high-speed smuggling, mobile jailbreaks,
That
train
was.
robberies. If it could be done in a car, they did it. If it violates the laws of God and
Oh
gravity,
god.
they did it twice. But the days where one man behind the wheel of a car can make a difference are over. It's time to prepare for what's coming. You might want to buckle up.
As I look out at this wonderful family, I am filled
Who the
with
fuck is that?
so much pride.
It's probably his mom.
Yeah.
If you never would have gotten behind that wheel, I'd never be the
Damn.
man I am today.
I'm gonna watch Fast 5 again and look for Jason Momoa.
It definitely wasn't him.
Peace by peace.
So, Uncle Jacob?
Your dad sent me. Boom. Darling, I knew you would come for me. I'm Dante. I'm Shantae. So how about we all just start shooting each other? That's what I came here for. Time to end this. Let's dig some graves.
What the? F-
Uh,
We never agreed on that.
ooh, ooh,
oh, Brie Larson.
and Natalie Emmanuel. Oh my God, yo. John Cena. I can't even see him in the movie. I know
can't
he's.
even. Who
I
is
knew
the, why
he's
is
in
that car
here.
driving itself? Yeah.
Self-driving car.
That was awesome.
It's just a kid in the passenger seat by
Yeah,
himself.
I adore them.
How much time do we have? About 4 minutes. It'll have to do.
Oh, what the?
What? Hello.
Jesus. Charlize Theron, man.
Oh.
She's so gangster.
Down if I was you.
Oh, not the messy hair.
Okay, Queen. Whoa!
Damn.
Lasers.
Not the codes, yo. Not the drop kick, yo.
The game's over, dog.
The fuck was that?
Whoa!
Bruh. Oh shit, that was kind of hot, yeah. I think she died though.
Oh.
But you know what? I smell magic. They say when you're facing death, your life flashes before your eyes. Are they right? If this is the finish line, I'm not afraid.
What?
Wait a minute. Wait a. There's a whole ass lane over here. What are you doing over there?
Well, how is he gonna survive that? How's he gonna survive the fall into the canyon? Yo?
James, dude, there's a lane. There's a lane over here.
Maybe
I'm
if he
sure-
tried backing up, then they would follow him. Maybe it's like that. Maybe this is like a snake thing.
Did you see what he did in Fast 5? When he was like weaving through those pop cars on the bridge, yo?
Mm-hmm.
So he knows how to weave. Also, he fucking dodged the what's it called?
The barrier.
No, remember in Fast 4 where he's like there's that rolling gas canister car thing,
Mm.
and then he drove under it like a gangster. This is stupid, yo. What the fuck is this?
That's peak.
Also,
That's peak
Dude,
action.
if the enemy was had fucking all those guns and shit, why do you get two fucking semis when you have access to full tactical? Okay, whatever. Let's finish this.
There, he's driving down it. Okay. Into the water.
Can we just look at that real quick? Yeah. just
It's like those outrageous 80s action movies, but then with 200 times the budget. Isn't that crazy?
yep. Just
Family. You should name the last movie Fast Family. I think it's fitting, yo.
Oh my god. Can we watch this one to end it? This one made me more.
That one's gonna be better. Yo.
This one made me more mad than I thought it would. Yeah.
Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Hold up. Fast X is gonna be a fucking trilogy.
Jesus.
Oh god.
The Rock is back.
Whatever. I don't care. Tom Cruise, yeah. Let's do this.
Our lives.
Let's watch the second Extraction trailer. Yeah. There's another one too. Yeah.
And we cannot escape the past.
Wait.
Ethan, This mission of yours is gonna cost you dearly.
This mission, some might say, is impossible, yo.
Truth is
Oh!
Hey, yo.
Ooh.
Wait.
It's been a long time, Ken. You've no idea the power it represents. It knows your story and how it ends.
Okay.
I got some Fast and Furious action.
Ooh, the music. Ooh,
Oh,
she can beat me, yo. She can beat me.
If anything happens to them, there's no place that I won't go to kill you. That is repent.
And that's for real. And that's for real.
shut up. Is it?
That's for real.
Probably.
That's for real.
That's probably.
Objective.
They actually did the helicopter thing, hey?
Yeah.
Submit objective.
That's real too, yeah.
Yeah.
Your life
Oh.
always matter more
Headbutt me. Headbutt me.
than my own.
Oi! Not the beamer! Oh!
None of our lives can matter more than this mission. I don't accept that.
She's hot too. I forgot her name.
She's Captain Carter.
Oh, I mean the other one. The one that was in the other Mission Impossible movies.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Captain Carter's
Michelle
hot though.
Ferguson.
Oh, okay.
Ferguson, I think. Damn. Dang, which one was the better trailer though?
I didn't have to pause this one, James. Yo, the back.
No, play that one. Play the Meg.
Okay, we gotta play the bag. And then we'll do Extraction 2, yeah, just to end it off, because I know this is gonna be good.
Okay.
What?
A lizard.
Oh, shit! This is,
a dinosaur.
I thought that was an ad.
Oh shit. The megalodons on land?
One species.
Oh,
Yo,
my boy.
is this Jurassic Park, yo?
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh.
damn.
Jonas, we need your help. We're detecting increased aquatic activity 25,000 feet deep in the trench.
Ooh, it's actually kind of hot.
It's an ancient ecosystem.
She's from a movie I watched before.
Whatever is down
Skylar
there is trying to
Samuels?
make its way to the surface.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Exosuits.
exosuits.
This is a bad
What is this, Elysium, yo?
Yeah.
just a little bit.
Jason Statham.
Love me some Jason Statham's, yo.
It's Kutul Khan.
Jonas,
Khan?
Yeah, from Black Panther.
Oh, yeah.
Biggest thing I've ever seen.
Namor.
Namor.
one's ever seen.
That's the apex predator.
Everybody back into the station!
Oh, shit. That thing's kind of big, yo.
Pretty massive legs and who knows what else have escaped the breach.
Oh
That's so jokes, yo.
no! He stopped its mouth with his foot. Yo, just before that.
What happened last time? You don't want to know.
Oh wait, now
Oh, you passed.
pass it.
What happened last time? You don't want to know.
Oh, just before that. Just before that. Oh! He's gonna stop the megalodon's mouth with his foot.
Jason.
His other foot is down. It's not even both feet.
It's so jokes because he's also in Fast 10. God damn it, Jason. And you know what? I feel like this one isn't taking itself as seriously.
No,
though.
definitely not.
Like, dude,
no.
like the music after this.
What happened last time? You don't want to know. You never seen this before. It happened in facts.
I have kind of like Ragnarok music vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
This place, Meg-proof. I mean, Jonas was always afraid of this, but I was also thinking.
She's dead.
She got owned, yo.
Holy smokes.
Yo, what the heck has tentacles, dude?
And giant squid.
That's kind of jokes. What kind of gangster?
Ooh.
Oh,
Nice.
that's so funny.
Nice.
Oh shit. Have you seen this trailer though?
Yeah, apparently that looks pretty good.
I'm kind of interested in it too.
Apparently, Cillian Murphy, the main actor,
Yeah.
he said when Christopher Nolan sent him the script, he said it was the best script he's ever read.
Oh my
I'm like,
god.
holy smokes! Oppenheimer. Hopefully it's good.
Oppenheimer, yo. All right, last trailer, yo. Last trailer. Then we'll call it.
Tyler, you were clinically dead 9 months ago. But you survived. You fought your way back. You just have to find out why.
Oh, she's hot too, though.
Yeah.
I think she's doing more in this movie too.
Nice.
Okay, wait. sorry. The- There's no cover. Like, that's kind of cool, but yo, he's dead.
He should be dead. No,
Yo.
like part of him is behind that little see beside the ladder there's like a little wall there. 3/4 of his waist is behind there. Maybe.
We got a contract.
Damn.
The Russo brothers.
Oh shit. That guy was busting the door like that? Oh, see, where this is the long take, dude.
I thought he was gonna lift him back in towards the train tunnel. Like,
Oh,
so
yeah.
You'd smack into the train tunnel.
Do you know her? Tyler?
Get you out of here, okay?
Oh my god.
You told me to find the reason I fought my way back.
Oh, she's so cool.
Let's find out.
I'm not on the treadmill. That's a full body workout.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh. Well, before we, this is like an hour and a half now, but before we watch any more trailers, I might watch more, but anyways, blasting off now.
Yep. That's us. That's episode. What is that?
33.
Episode 33.
Damn.
Until next time, this is us
Till 34.
extracting.
Extracting from this episode. Bye.